Make sure you hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you never miss anything. If you're returning here to the balloon convention, the Bling Bling Jam, please say hello and let me know where you're from. The more the merrier, and we want to reach the world and have you partake in our discussion as well. So our station here, and the intention of it is that on here we have balloon interviews of different people in the industry, whether they're twisters or decorators. We also have some tutorials. We also have balloon news and more about our live event as well, called the Bling Bling Jam, that takes place in November now, the 8th through the 12th in Las Vegas. It's the oldest deco twisting convention in the world, where we bring twisters and decorators together. And with that said, we also have virtual. So wherever you are in the world, you can still participate. We have once a month Zooms. We have one tonight from 8 to 10. If you have not done that, you can send me an email at yourpartyschool, yourparty school at gmail.com. Let us know where you're from and your name and why you want to participate. You get a one-time complimentary, and that's 8 to 10 p.m. East Coast time, United States. We have folks plugging in from all around the world, and it's always amazing. So we want to continue our balloon fusion, which is the next era, and to step it up in terms of deco twisting. And our first holiday will be this year during the Bling Bling Jam, during our wedding of both Cecilia and Ian, and it's going to be just amazing. So we've been contemplating this with how the industry is going, and after COVID, we had a Bling Bling Jam that, we didn't have a lot of people there because it was 2021, but we did have a great jam where the decorators and twisters actually came together and did some amazing things. And a lot of decorators don't usually jam, but Blanca and Sharon had a great idea, and I went with it because we wanted to jam. And they wanted to do like a photo booth of a Hawaiian theme, and it was amazing. And the twisters all came in and joined in on it as well. We've always had like a build, if you will. I know our second year, we did definitely the wedding, which we're doing again this year, wedding theme. And the third year, we did another build that was deco twisting as well. And we find that there's a lot of creativity in the jam room, of course, and that's where great ideas happen. A lot of decorators don't experience that as much, and I know for decorators, it's a lot to learn and absorb on the twisting end, and you have to like it, of course, but our competition is getting so fierce, especially with just organic, and a lot of people do classical decor, which is where things are at. And as a twister, we look at that, like I've said before, as that's kind of simple to us, of an air-filled column, arch, or centerpiece. But it really is where the industry is at and where it's going. And I'd love to hear your feedback about competition as well. On anything we do, we want to be on top of our game with it. I know I had some health issues. I chat about this on another station of mine. And believe it or not, doing what I love to do, balloons, almost killed me as well. So I was mouth inflating the balloons before COVID, and I developed a hiatal hernia from the pressure. And unfortunately, I almost died. I vomited blood. It went through me in two different ways. And again, I should have never mouth inflated to begin with. And I know it's actually common for some twisters to do that, to get that, sorry. Other people have gotten that hiatal hernia. It's not a good thing to do. So I definitely use a pump always, especially after COVID. I just think it's a better thing for sanitary reasons. But in terms of almost killing me, I can't make this up. So, with that said, it's made me think a lot, okay? And I've shared with doctors because they told me to get on Nexium, and I had some other issues, and I'll be short about that, where I shared with my doctors some natural things I'm doing, and they're like, "Wow, let me look at this and let me understand this." Where a lot of doctors don't know a lot about natural healing, they just know about medicine, and that's okay. But I choose to go to somebody who is on top of their game in their industry. I choose the doctor that's a DO. Do you want to choose a balloon decorator who just does classical decor, no embellishments, as a customer? When things get competitive, are you on the cutting edge of your industry? Are you thinking about what the next step is. Are you researching it and getting excited about it? Okay. I know I am. And we have many different areas of ballooning, and in the past, a lot of decorators and twisters are separate. Now, just to be clear, so people are not confused, at Bling Bling Jam, we have one area for twisters, one area for decorators. However, we also come together if you choose to. It's your choice, okay? So the twisters love the jamming, and the decorators like the atmosphere because they can learn how to, twist in a better atmosphere where people are willing to share. People have told me, and again, I can't speak about this. Well, I can, as it was my experience as well, not to put anybody else's events down. Anybody that has an event, hats off to you. I know what it's like, and all events are good for sure. But I know when I grew up, I was a little scrawny kid, and if I went into the gym to lift weights and I saw these muscle guys, I was kind of intimidated. We never have a jam room like that where you're sized up because of your skill. We don't want that, okay? We want to welcome everybody, whether you're a decorator and you really want to take the time to learn those embellishments, then this is where you want to be. Or if you're a twister and you want to learn the decor, that's where you want to be, right? So keep that in mind. But what I'm really concerned about is people getting business and staying on the cutting edge of their game, like I just compared the doctor to you. Who do you want to be and how do you want to achieve that? And are you going through pains of people undercutting you in your area or stealing your gigs or doing other things? Okay. We all have that kind of competition, and competition's good as well. It keeps you on the cutting edge. But what are you doing about it? I want to hear. And what are you doing if things are not busy for you to get creative? Okay. And that's where balloon fusion comes in. Okay. It's thinking about those things and also thinking how you can create things that you haven't seen before because we all have to push the envelope a little bit and get a little more diverse. And again, when I say you don't have to. It's just if you want to make money with this, okay? If you want to make full-time money or part-time money, that's up to you. But I love the industry, but balloons cost money, your time costs money, right? Gasoline costs money, and yes, attending conventions costs money. So there's nothing wrong with making money. You're in business to make money. Again, unless you're a hobbyist, and that's okay too, but they still cost money, okay? So I think it's good to think about that. Plus, the art gets better and more interesting, and I definitely love the balloon fusion aspect of it. And again, I came up with the Bling Bling Jam name. It really wasn't me. It was my clients, my customers, my kids that I do balloons for, where they're like, "You're the bling bling guy," and I'm like, "What do you mean?" And they're like, "Because you put the lights in it, you put the feathers, the stickers, and all that." So I think that the balloon fusion is the next level of that of deco twisting. And again, I love to hear what you have to say because this is all not about me. It's about the industry and what you're facing and what you're doing and how you are combating it, if you will, to stay in business and to be on the cutting edge of your game and what you're adding to it and why you also are obviously listening to this for a reason because I'm speaking to you and speaking with you, right? That you also want to engage on balloon fusion and take it to the next level in terms of your business. So we are excited that we're going to have a balloon wedding again. We had one, 11 years ago. This will be our 12th year, and it'll be a renewal of the vows again of Cecilia and Ian. After 20 years of being married, they get remarried again, and it'll be like a real wedding in a balloon wedding dress. Debbie Stevens is the top balloon dressmaker in the world. One of them. She's made many DVDs. A lot of people have learned from her or learned from her, and she'll be making the dress. And we're going to do it in a real wedding fashion. And it really is amazing, you know, to bring the deco twisting onto a level of usefulness, onto a level of sharing ideas with people that are really trying to up their game in terms of being on the cutting edge and in terms of creativity too. Of our jam room, which is very welcoming and very creative, and people really want to share. And, there's nothing wrong with people selling tutorials and all that. We all need help, right? But you'll find people here that are just sharing that stuff, which I like. And that's always good. And we all need to share if we choose to, because I find when we share, it helps all of us. Like I'm trying to share with you guys how to think out of the box because I hear from different people around the country that, oh my gosh, the competition is getting so fierce. People are just so undercutting. Well, do you have to undercut or lower your prices because of that? My answer is you don't if you are on the cutting edge and if you are expanding your mind and learning how to add value to what you're giving your customers. And the value comes in many different ways. It comes in your professionalism, comes in your art delivery, comes in how you speak to people, comes in how you follow up with your customers. It comes in many ways. And these are the things that I want to network with you about the right people that live a life of abundance because there's enough for everybody. I don't live a life of lack of. I try not to think like that. Of course, when people go after your business, it does hurt for a minute, but also I say let it go because if the customer wanted to do that, let them try. Over COVID, I was a caretaker to my mom. She was failing with dementia. She was my best friend. I was bringing her to gigs and stuff. I wasn't doing as many gigs as I could, and then I grieved really, really bad. People that know me know that I'm just getting there now because my mom was my best friend. And with that said, I didn't realize people went after my customers. People told me I didn't realize it. I had no idea, big time. And then I've had customers that were with me for many years that now have come back and told me that. Okay. And I'm like, wow, okay. Um, you know, uh, you look the same. Hello there, hello there. I can't see what your name is, but or you are the same. I understand. So with that said, when you go the extra mile, when you are on the cutting edge, right? When you understand, okay, competition's good because it keeps you moving in the right direction. When things change, it's either like the environment's going to change, business is going to change, something's going to change, right? You can't stop change. Either you go with it and change with it, or you're an "oh is me" thinking about the past. So we all need to update. We all need to get our mind right, be around the right positive people. We also need to know that there's always a way with tough times. As they say, tough times don't last, but tough people do, right? It's really true. So I'm giving everybody a challenge to up your game and understand that everything's not rocket science, okay? But what is rocket science is attracting the right customers to you, is attracting the right people to mentor with you, right? And to know that there's different segments of what you feel comfortable doing or what you like to do in terms of your balloon business or any business, right? Let's say you just want to do bar mitzvahs, or let's say you just want to do birthday parties, or you just say you're a clown, or let's say you're a magician with balloons that add on how I started, or let's say you're a total balloon fusion, pro on the cutting edge of deco twisting now. And whatever it is, it might be that you want to do weddings. It might be, like I said, and you master that area, or you just wait for the phone to ring and you take whatever comes in. That's okay too. A lot of us start off that way. But it's always good to take a step back and to re-establish yourself and to reassess what's going on and know your competition and know what you're worth. So with balloon fusion, right, the timing is really right of our industry to stop calling it deco twisting. You can call it whatever you want, but that's why I came with this name. And I was on the phone with Katrina. Big shout out to her from New Zealand when this happened live about a year and a half, 2 years ago. And it was amazing. I was like, oh my God, what about this name? This would be great. And decided to create this holiday for this year's Bling Jam. So it's been in the process. Now, we have other holidays we've created for different reasons. Like we have International balloon animal holiday. That's in March, and that's made to make awareness for people to hire us. Okay, like at assisted livings and things like that, and they have. So look it up. It's been published. It's a real holiday, and of course, it is meant for people to have recognition and to get extra money so they can come and get educated at virtual Bling or regular Bling. Then we have International Balloon Holiday, same thing, in July, and International Balloon Dog Holiday coming up in July as well. And the dog is like the icon of our industry, right? And it's on National Hot Dog Day, and I chose that for a reason because the balloon dog, little kids would say, "Make me a wiener dog, make me a hot dog dog." I was like, "Oh my gosh!" I found National Hot Dog Day. So that was during Bling when we had it in the summer. Now we moved it, okay? But now we can also use these holidays as tips, meaning if you're working with a tip bucket, you write on the tip bucket Balloon College Fund, and you have you know the holidays on there as a wrap. I'm going to make one for everybody so you can print it out and put it on a tip bucket. People will give you more money, okay, when you have a purpose, okay? Or you can also have that in an email saying, "Hey, tips are greatly appreciated, welcomed towards my Balloon College Fund." It's a cute way of saying that. No offense taken. You can do whatever you like, okay? Just an idea for some people. So, with that said, again, the purpose of this is that we are upping our game and we are learning what works and how to tweak our business model and to make more money. Okay. That's what it's all about. And when you sit back and you think and you ask questions and network with the right people that are willing to share, okay, that are successful. There's a lot of people that make great balloons in our industry. They're beautiful. Okay. And of course, anybody can sell anything that's sellable, but a lot of these big builds are not sellable. Okay. Now, let me take a step back. They do work for marketing that you're a part of it, and you can use that for social media, of course, which is indirectly selling yourself. And some are sellable for sure. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that the average Joe is not out there selling a big build every day, right? So don't take my words and mince it. I'm just saying. And of course, anybody that wants to pay for anything is amazing, okay? But classical decor with adding bling and adding twisting sells, okay? These are things that you can do. As a twister, adding on decor that's different will sell. Air filled will sell. And when we get our confidence and we know what we're worth and we understand the value of it and we are also confident about it, okay, and that we are going the extra mile, that's where this balloon fusion comes in. That's where we take it to another level. There's many people that do organic that came up during COVID. Nothing wrong with that. They make money. A lot of people hate it. You know, we've been around the industry for a long time, but they're making money with it. So what? That's what the customer wants. If you can sell it, so what? But I've also seen that mixed with deco twisting, which is amazing as well. Where do you see the industry going? I'd like to hear from you what your thoughts are. I don't know everything, right? We don't. You don't know everything either. We all need to share ideas and thought processes and help each other to grow. As they say, a rising tide raises all the ships. And if you live a life of abundance, right, there's enough for everybody. I'm hosting a couple balloon jams here in Boston next Monday at IHOP. If you're local, you're welcome to come. It'll be 6 to 9 p.m. Complimentary. Just get dinner and tip the waitress so we can come back. I'll be in Las Vegas in July again, having a balloon jam. And I'll tell you the location. It's on the 20th. It's a Monday. It'll be like a balloon jam barbecue. It's a private location, so you have to message me. They just don't want it on social media, and I understand that. And again, no, just bring something. I think it's like a potluck, but it's not my house, and we're not charging for it, right? Just having fun and networking and having a good time. There's many jams, and I say go to them all. But some jams, people are just socializing, and that's what you want to do. Great. We're jamming, we're talking about business, and we're actually making things. So it's always good. But again, it's about raising the bar. It's about sharing and not being afraid to share. It's about thinking, where's the industry going? And plans for 2027 are already working. And I do have some neat plans as to where we're going to go with Balloon Fusion. And I also like to hear from you as well. Do you like that idea? Do you like that name? Do you like what I'm saying? And do you have any input as well? And do you choose to up your game? And do you choose to become a better artist slash decorator? And do you choose to go the extra mile in terms of your work and also make more money, right? So it's all good. Yes, you get knowledge, you grow. That's right. That's right. And it's all about that, right? And people who are successful, they don't mind sharing, right? It amazes me that, and I love everybody. I really do. I'm that kind of person. People in the industry, are so funny, and people get jealous of different people. It's so funny. I was chatting with somebody internationally, and they were telling me that goes on in their country. I'm like, oh, goes on everywhere. And I'm like, you know what? You just kind of laugh it off and love on everybody. And, we all do need each other, with that said. And anybody that thinks they know everything, they don't. I don't. And it's about upping the game and giving people the true information and stop saying we're broke. And even though sometimes there's tough times that are real and things go up in terms of prices of everything, I get it. But there's always a way to think that through and to think how you can make things happen for yourself and how you can get out of that rut and that way of thinking, because if one door closes, another one opens. I had a bunch of people gut my gigs out. Am I upset? No. I knew I had to take time off as well. I was choosing things. I was grieving too, and it is what it is. But meanwhile, I had somebody who I had for like 15 years that didn't hire me last year just call me back and rebook me and said, "Thank God." So you be you. Nobody can buy you. Nobody can be you. It's your brand. And when you up your game and you are around the right people and have the right mindset, it is you who they're hiring. You, nobody else. And you can't replace you. You're not replaceable. So keep that in mind. And that's what you're building, right? And I really believe that. And that's not just your art form, that's your presence on everything and your professionalism and all that and how you deliver. I love seeing some people that perform with balloons because I started off as a magician with the One Balloon Zoo. Recently, I had the opportunity to find my mentor when I was 10 years old. He was performing a magic show at my elementary school. His name was Mr. Bentley. And he gave me my first balloon. It was a balloon apple on a stick. And I called him, and he met my parents, and he brought me to his house. It was right down the street. His wife made us chocolate chip cookies, and he brought me to the magic shop and where I bought my first balloon books when I was 10. I'm going to be 58 next month. I know I don't look it. How many years ago was that? Over the holidays, I looked him up and I found him. He's 97 years old, living in assisted living in New Hampshire. His wife has passed away, and I went to visit him. I went live on my other YouTube station, Mr. Balloon Wizard, and he's still doing balloons, still drawing. You can watch it. It's amazing. I'm going to see him again. I'm going to schedule that really soon, and I've been in touch with him. He is so kind. He told the assisted living about me, and they're hiring me now for an event in September. So I'm really thrilled. I didn't expect that. Just a side note. But the point is, the shows, the simplest balloons that I learned back then, the One Balloon Zoo, when you're entertaining, it makes people happy. It doesn't matter what you're doing, as long as you are making things work for you, okay? But even as a performer, there is what they call the performance and or the way you perceive your showmanship that ups your game. So there's many different aspects of looking at it, because if you're not a performer, you don't understand that, okay? And that's how somebody in that realm will up their game, okay? So we all have different things to work on and to go the extra mile with. It might not just be your basic balloons, as I was told when I started upping my balloons. Oh, your balloons really kind of suck, right? Meanwhile, I was performing a show and making a lot of people laugh and enjoy the show, with the entertainment aspect of it. I went to see Nick the Ballunatic's show he came to Boston, there was a gal named Carla who I actually was her sort of teacher when I was in college, and I reconnected with her. It's a long story. I know her mom, and she decided to start doing balloons. She came to Bling Bling last year. She's coming again this year. And Nick did a show when he came to Boston for one of her schools. She works in the school system, and I went to see. It was amazing, and of course, it got me rethinking about that again. And here Nick is, funny as anything, making balloons and getting them out pre-made as part of the show. And they're good balloons, but it was his showmanship that was unbelievable. My point is this: find the areas you like, become the expert in those areas, rethink about or recreate yourself because you can, okay? And do things that other people won't do. And you'll have things that other people won't have. They're not you. Remember that. They're not you. And that's where, with our competition, we see ourselves, and that's where this new balloon fusion comes in. So I hope you understand that. I'd like to hear from you what your thoughts are about the future of the balloon industry and balloon fusion. And I love you to be part of this balloon community, Bling Bling Jam, the balloon convention. Subscribe, like, hit the notification bell. People want a link tonight, send me a message. You can't make it tonight, you get one complimentary one. I'd love you to come next month. Check us out. We love to meet you, love to be in touch, whether it's in person, virtual, whatever, or just on this station. It's all good. So you guys, great to see you too. Who is that? I can't see. Aaliyah. Welcome, Aaliyah. Aaliyah's teaching today. I love you, Aaliyah. She's amazing. And she's won our top dog 2 times, and she'll be teaching today. I'm so proud of her. She's an amazing person, amazing at what she does, and she's part of our family like you guys all are as well, however you choose to be. So thanks for watching, everybody. You guys take care, and welcome to the new era of the balloon world with balloon fusion. And again, don't get it confused. If you're a twister, that's all you want to do. We got that going on in one area. If you want to decorate, we got that going in a separate room, another area, but then the jam room is off the hook. So we'll see you guys soon. You guys take care and see everybody tonight. The fun part was I wanted to say Charlie's Angels, we said Steve's Angels, because we have 3 gals on. We have Katrina from New Zealand, and we have Aaliyah from Pennsylvania, and we have Cecilia, who's from Peru originally, lives in Wyoming. So I was calling it Steve's Angels. Anyway, just having fun. And have fun with your business. Have fun, whether you're an entertainer, a decorator, whatever you do, have fun. Have a good time. People know when you have a good time, you have good energy, and they want to be around you, and they want to hire you, and they want to work with you. They don't want to be around people who are negative or thinking bad or talking about other people or other artists or other conventions. Nobody wants that. All we want to do is live a life of abundance and wish everybody well, and all that stuff is their problem. So come join me, you guys. Subscribe, like, hit the notification bell, and let's bling it on, everybody. Thanks for watching. I'm going to try to go live once a week, and interviews are starting to happen, and more tutorials are starting to come through. Stay tuned. Over and out, everybody.